In this video, we will explore how to sort and filter data. Now, we've all had those projects where we have a huge data set and we're trying to figure out what's the highest what are the top numbers or the largest numbers in the data set and what are the smallest ones. We've also had those cases where a manager just calls, probably just during a meeting, and says, hey, what's the highest sales value for any one of those products that we sold last month, or who earns the highest salary in this group, or what expense line is like the top one in the past month. So maybe because we want to see where all our money is going. So all of these can be solved in multiple ways, but sort and filter will provide you with a quick answer to some of this. Allows you to explore your data and get some insight without actually needing to perform some complex analytics. So let's look at how to sort. So we'll start with sorting one variable. So to sort one variable, let's say we want to sort products. Okay, so we just click on product there and then come to home, sort and filter. Sort is an edit option here. So we just sort it. Z to A will be largest to smallest. And then if we wanted to sort, for example, by the store, we'll click there, header store, come to that, sort it A to Z in that order. So if we wanted to sort multiple variables or columns, all we need to do is just, whilst we're still clicking there, just come over here. This is the third option, custom sort. So here you are able to actually give various conditions or define sets of sorting criteria. So right now we want to sort by the products, smallest to largest. That's the condition right there. We want to add another criteria, and that's going to be quantity. We want to see that in largest to smallest quantities sold by each of these stores and products. And then if we want to add another set, we can still do that. All we need to do is just click add. But right now we have smallest to largest on the product, and we have largest to smallest on quantity. Now let's look at what that does. Now on the products, we see smallest, it's in that order, smallest to largest. And then for each of these products, we are seeing quantities sorted largest to smallest. So 2, you see 70, 50. So that's how you actually sort a single variable and multiple variables. Now, another option to look at this data exploit will be to filter the data. So how do you filter the data? You do the same thing, click on one of the headers in the data and just come over here, and the option is filter. So you see the drop down arrows there will show up. Your data is ready to be filtered. So you want to filter, for example, category AA, just that single one. So this will show you only category AA. Maybe you want to add another one and just filter all the Bs, BB all the way to BBC. So these are all the Bs that you have in here. So this is how you can actually filter a single category or multiple categories. And if you want to clear it, all you do is click back on that cap there. That shows you, that icon shows you that your data is filtered. And to clear it, all you need to do is just click here, clear filter. Another way to clear it would be, if it's filtered, for example, by AA, all the A's, you can come back and just click here, select everything again. Another way would be, right now that shows it's filtered. I can see my whole data set, only the criteria for the filter. So I go back to sort and filter, and you come over here and clear it. So you see your whole data set. Now, a third option that I'm going to show you, or the fourth one and final one, would be how to actually filter numbers. So this is a cool one because it kind of allows you to see some cool tricks. So come over here to this quantity, because it's now numbers. Come over here, click there, and instead of this top one which we've used, you'll have to use number filters, and then you'll have to pick what criteria you want to use. So greater than filter, so we want to set volume greater than what, 70. So those stores that sold greater than 70 will only show up. So everything that you see here is greater than 70. So if I wanted to see the lowest performers and I want them to be, let's say I want to clear that filter, I can now apply another one, number filter. Let's do less than, number filter here. So we want less than 50. So these are the stores, products, and categories that actually sold less than 50. So that's another cool way to look at your data. So there are many things that you could do with the sort and filters, but these are the ones that will really just be a game changer for you. So one disclaimer that I want to just put out there, or just one warning, is that when you're doing sorting and filtering, make sure that there are no spaces between the columns, like an empty column or an empty row, because that will distort all of your analysis. Let's say if we had a column here, we insert one here, this column doesn't have any data, it's empty, and I decide to sort these products largest to smallest. I'll click there, come to sort, just observe it. So largest to smallest, only this section is sorted. So we're actually now messed up because the data that's here and the data that's over here do not align anymore. So you might continue with this data. If you do, every decision that you make is going to be wrong, and you'll be making these bad decisions that could cost your company. So that was just a disclaimer there. But now you know how to sort, filter text, filter numbers.